A beautiful morning to talk sport right here on Dominion Television, your channel of choice. You're welcome on board, where we take you through the journey into the world of sport, from the local front to major stories making the rounds on the international scene. Remember, the WAFCON is still very much ongoing. The Super Falcons will be in action tonight by 9 p.m. against Malawi. We are talking the 10-time champions are set for action. Can they be crowned the 11-time champions of women football in Africa? Also, the Commonwealth Games is very much ongoing. The Nigeria team are still making gold, and gold. It was 3 golds yesterday, and no other than weightlifting. We'll be talking about that on the show this morning. Also, be giving you updates from the world of transfer, giving you updates from the camp of shooting stars, and all of this and more right here on the show. I am Paul Abe Toluwanimi, and I'm not alone in the studio. I have the Knight of Honor himself, Sanuruddin Alimi, right here with me to talk sport on the go. Top of the morning to you, Sanuruddin. Before the show, we're just having a chit chat. What to expect on the show this morning. Well, it's great to have you, my brother. Thank you for joining.
Thank you, Toluwanimi. Good morning to our viewers. It's nice to be back again, and the world of sport is all exciting. Transfer sagas are coming around, rumors are flying about, and it's just exciting to be alive at this moment in time. You get to talk about everything that's happening in the world of sport: football, basketball, tennis, and funny enough, the transfer stories, the transfer saga is not just around football at the moment. We spoke about LeBron James and the other drafts still ongoing in the NBA and in other sports. That is exciting and juicy for us to talk about. And teams are unveiling jerseys, transfers are going on in the background, like I mentioned. Commonwealth Games is ongoing, and Nigeria is doing us proud. Weightlifting yesterday gave us another set of goals, and that's what we want to see on the medal table, and we're here to dissect all of that. It's nice to be back again to Toluwanimi, and let's get into all we have for them today.
All right, definitely we have so much to dish out in the world of sports this wonderful morning from the local front. And you were just a little bit talking about the Commonwealth Games, and it's just been weightlifting. A little bit from that. Why are we just always getting gold, silver, and bronze in that track? Field event. Why are we just getting that in that field?
That's our strength, and you need to capitalize on it. You see our counterparts from other countries. You have to concentrate on where you feel you can get more medals, and I think that's what has worked for us so far for a very long time. In the field events, weightlifting is definitely one of the. We saw what happened in the Paralympics or the para-athletes side of the Commonwealth Games. We saw what we did at that part. And when it comes to the athletes as well, you have to expect something similar from them. They can't be outshone by their opponents from the other categories. So it's nice to see us do that and continue to capitalize on where we are and try and improve ourselves in other sports to try and gain more medals on the rankings in the Commonwealth Games.
All right, other stories still making the round in the world of sport this wonderful morning. Just giving you a tidbit of what to expect. If you're a Chelsea fan, let me inform you that there's a friendly going on for Chelsea, and there's so much story about Chelsea in the world of transfer. But we're going to get to that shortly. It looks like is the uncle's Avengers happening in Chelsea.
I think Bluco promised them experience and age, and I think that's what they're trying to go for. So, yes, there are still rumors right now, but we'll still talk about it later in this show.
I was speaking with Tennis, but I said, we just chatted yesterday. I said, also Chelsea, here we go. Ike Uche, the Kalu Uche brothers. Also, if we're doing the legends now, so let's just bring back like of Tai Taiwo, Shola Amiobi.
I think the Ayu brothers from Ghana too would also jump on the bandwagon as well, and several other historic names from some flavor part of the world would like to be a part of the team they're trying to assemble. But it's all good. Chelsea are doing their thing, and it's just exciting to see how everybody's trying to prepare their team for what's going to come next season, because a lot of teams are rebuilding at the moment. Several things are going in the background, and if a player fits the bill of any club, definitely have to go all the way out to get what fits their profile and strengthen their squad against next season. All
right, let's now move straight to giving you updates from the camp of Shooting Star Football Club, as Albert Kova has joined the Shooting Stars. Already confirmed the Liberian winger has signed a 2-year contract with an option to extend until 2028. That's the update we're getting from the camp of Shooting Stars. How good of quality would Albert bring to Shooting Stars right there coming out from the international scene?
The processes that led to his signing needs to show you that it's definitely one player Shooting Stars have had their eyes on for a very long time, or probably since they realized Sherman Stars had relegated from the MPFL last season, and I think they've gotten a good player. We've always questioned their conversion rates in the previous seasons, and I think now they're trying to boost out their forward line, try and bring in experienced players, and definitely this guy has played CAF Champions League or played on the continent before. Definitely, these are the players you need to bring to your side. Try and brand. It's rare to see foreigners in our Nigerian Professional Football League size, and if you definitely get one, you definitely is supposed to worth the money, and the prize money and the contract is being offered, or has been offered now. It's going to be put to test when the season starts. You have to see his performance. He has to match up to all the lyricals that we've heard about him. Is this, is that, he's prolific, he does this, he does that. At the start of the season, he gets a chance to prove to the fans and win their hearts with his performances on the pitch of play. So many competitions to display for himself. The MPFL is there, he has the continental football to contend with, and also the Presidential FA Cup. So loads of chances for him to cement his space. And right now in the Shooting Star squad, the forward line doesn't seem settled already. Last season it was Sadiq, Lucky, Kamar and Ismail Omabere that did the front for them, and they were not consistent enough in most times, and that was one of the reasons why they fell short. So an addition of a prolific player like this is going to boost the morale of the squad and put everybody on their toes. We saw the saga that surrounded Ismail before this. Now he has to sit up. His space is under threat and everybody needs to sit up and come together for the progress of the team. So nice one for Shooting Stars. They've gotten their man, and we're looking forward to the season to start, and let's see what he has in stock for us.
All right, beautiful. Let me also inform you from the camp of Shooting Stars and Nuruddin and those watching us that Lucky Emmanuel and Sadiq Ibrahim have extended their contract with Shooting Stars until 2027. 15 goals contribution last season for the pair. Great boost for Oluyole Warriors ahead of the Continental campaign.
Yes, I mentioned them earlier in my remark about new signing. These players, Sadiq Ibrahim and Lucky, were very pivotal players in the camp of Shooting Stars last season. Sadiq, for most of the first half of the season and a little bit of the second half of the season, he provided goals that helped the team. Yes, most of them were not winning goals, but at times when the team needed inspiration, he got the goals for them. He scored a fantastic goal towards the end of the season at the Lagos Salami Stadium. And if he still retains the trust of the coaching crew and the management of the team, definitely it's right to give him one more year on his contract, and they're doing their businesses right. That's what I've noticed right now. They're not overextending the contract, putting it where it's supposed to be. 2 years with option to extend, 1 year with option to extend, depending on the performance and the caliber of player you are. And for Lucky Gang Emmanuel, he came back in the second half of last season. It took him a while to get the pace of the team and get adjusted to the side. By the end of the season, he got 6 goals. Fantastic brace towards the end of the season as well. That's one of the performances that cemented the continental spot for Shooting Stars. So definitely it's nice to reward him with what he's getting right now, a new contract, option to extend as well, and we'd just like to see what those players have in stock. Definitely they need to improve on their tally from last season. 15 goals involvement from 2 of your forward men is too small. You need at least 15 or 10 goals each from both players to try and challenge for titles and put yourself on the map correctly. So good one for Shooting Stars again, and it's nice to see them in their new apparel. They brought it out, using it to unveil their players, and it's nice to see this is what is going on in the MPFL right now.
All right, beautiful. That's from the camp of Shooting Stars Football Club. Let's move away from that. Let's have you more updates and making it around in the world of sport, and that's coming through from Flying Eagles. After knockout, the Ghanaians Black Satellite 4-2 to lead Group B. Let me inform you that Nigeria's under-20 boys, the Flying Eagles, began a campaign in this year's WAFU B Under-20 Championship with a statement win on Monday, defeating the Ghana's Black Satellite 4-2 in a pulsating 6-goal encounter that had fans on the edge of their seats from start to finish. The game exploded into early life as Olayemi gave Nigeria the perfect start in the 6th minute, unleashing a blistering shot that left the Ghanaian goalkeeper rooted to the spot. But the lead did not last long as Ghana hit back in the 23rd minute through Mohamed Zaidan to level at 1-1. Nigeria responded like champions they are in the 30th minute. The Flying Eagles restored the advantage when Lucky Oraro free kick took a wicked deflection to make it 2-1. Let me inform you that the pressure told again against the Ghana Black Satellite. After the second half, Nigeria were awarded the penalty, and Muiz Adeleke stepped up with an ice in his vein to convert easily sending the team into the break 3-1. Let me inform you that head coach Abdul Maikaba made one change to the restart, bringing Adamu for Mohamed as the Flying Eagles look to tighten their grip. The second half brought its own drama as the Ghanaians were awarded a penalty in the 60th minute. Let me inform you that chances came and went with Adeleke missing a golden one-on-one in the 84 minutes, but that was already settled when the Flying Eagles did justice to that and ended the game 4-2. We're going to listen to Abdul Maikaba, and when we are back, we'll be discussing about the WAFU B and also giving you more updates in the world of sport.
The confidence to continue with the game, despite the fact that Ghana dictate play in the first 25 minutes. We realize where we are getting it wrong, and we rectify it just before halftime, and we were able to score 2 more goals after Ghana came back with an equalizer. So we were able to score another 2 goals, and the second half was more of tactical from both sides. 3-1 is okay for us, but we play as such that in such a way that
Welcome back to the show right here on Dominion Television, your channel of choice. Still very much connected to Dominion Sport. That's Abdul Maikaba speaking, after the game. Sanuruddin, and you were just giving me, a few gist about Adeleke and how good he is. Now, before the third...
in Kwara State, he's a very exciting player, and one I've been following his progress for a while. Excited to see him do his thing on the big stage right now, and wishing him good luck in future endeavors. We've watched him play. He's tactical. His agility on the ball. He has an eye for goal. He's played with other peers before he even got into fantastic football like this. And over the past couple of years, I've seen him transform from that local player, or that local talent, that local young lad, to play for exciting academies like Chelsea Academy and Everton Academy in the space of 2 or 3 years. Now he's back doing things for the Green White Green of Nigeria, and looking forward to see him with the big boys someday soon. All
right, beautiful. My producers asked that we listen to Abdul Maikaba again, giving us that update after the game and what to expect going forward in WAFU B, definitely in Group B. Let's listen to Abdul.
Getting our first goal in the opening 5 minutes, that gave us the confidence to continue with the game, despite the fact that Ghana dictate play in the first 25 minutes. We realize where we are getting it wrong, and we rectify it just before halftime, and we were able to score 2 more goals after Ghana came back with an equalizer. So we were able to score another 2 goals, and the second half was more of tactical from both sides. 3-1 is okay for us, but we play as such that in such a way that we remain behind the ball, waiting for the transition from defense to attack, and that is what happened to give us one other goal, and we got a penalty towards the end, which gave us a total victory over Ghana.
Was this the kind of game you expected from Ghana?
Yes, of course. Anytime Nigeria is playing Ghana, it's a tough game. Like I said yesterday during the press conference, it can go either way. And this game will have gone either way, but scoring first gives us that advantage, and we plan for that. We have to try and score in the opening 15 minutes, and we got it in the first 5 minutes. So we're happy. Ghana were able to come back, but we are still determined to continue with the lead.
Your striker, Abdulmuiz Adeleke, scored 2 goals. What kind of a player is he? And your striker, Abdulmuiz Adeleke, he scored 2 goals from the spot. What kind of a player is he? And what does he mean for your team?
Abdulmuiz, I think, is one of the best young strikers in Africa, I will say. Because at present he has a free contract with Chelsea, London, and when he's 18, I believe, when he's fully 18, he will go for his professional contract. He's a very good player, and today he even missed some of the scoring opportunities. On his good day, he will have scored more than 2 goals. He will have scored in an open play, but he scored the 2 goals through penalty kicks.
From the game you played today against Ghana, after scoring 4 and conceding 2 from Ghana, do you think that this is a game you could have scored more? After scoring 4, you could have scored maybe 5 or 6, considering how the game went.
Yes, actually, if you see the last 10 minutes of the game, we created about 3-4 scoring opportunities, which we missed the target narrowly. And I believe our boys are so anxious to make it count. That is why they lost such opportunities. They will have been calm in front of goal and convert such chances. It will have been more than 4.
Because finally, before you go, you have your win against Ghana, which is a huge motivator going forward into your next game. How is this game going to push you, considering the next opponents that you have, Togo and Burkina Faso?
No, like I said in the press conference yesterday, every match is important, and you take matches as they come. So we have finished with the first game, and second game is going to be equally important, because Togo are also not pushovers, and it's also a rivalry game between Nigeria and Togo. So we have to put our heads down, plan very well for Togo, make sure we get the second win that will qualify us to the semi.
All right, definitely planning for Togo to next steps. And Nuruddin, so much was said, from the head coach of the Flying Eagles. Currently, they are playing the WAFU B under-20, and there are more expectations for you. Togo victory, and they move on to the next round.
Definitely, from what the coach has said, you heard him eulogize his players for their performances and laid down the perfect plan for the game. Yes, they got their goal early and they capitalized on that. He helped them settle into the game, and even after they were pegged back, they got the chance to go back again. That's our mark of champions, and they have their eyes on the prize. They are not resting on their laurels, saying they won the Ghanaians and we're going to sleep over against the Togolese side. Now, eyes on the prize, and I know they are back in their training camps, trying to put 1 or 2 things together. Check what went wrong in the games against Ghana, because at some point in the game, they lost control of the game, which allowed the Ghanaians feel they can do 1 or 2 things and also the Nigerians back. And at the end of the day, they were able to overpower them. So go back to the drawing board, set 1 or 2 things that are not right, get your team the right dominance for the game, and roll over your opponents and get your ticket, and let's see what happens at the World Cup.
All right, definitely we'll be looking forward to more of that, and we'll be serving you more GOC update from the WAFU B for the Flying Eagles. Let's take more stories making a round in the world of sport, and this is coming through from WAFCON that happened yesterday. South Africa took on Tanzania, and trust me, a shocking victory right there for Tanzania as they won the game 2-1. So did you see that coming for the Bayanas?
Spoke about it yesterday morning, and I said I wasn't going to support any team till I see them play, and I was right to do so. Yes, the South Africans had a flurry of chances. They had the better expected goals. They had more chances to put the ball in the back of the net, but the Tanzanians were all just better overall. If you don't put the ball in the back of the net, you bear the brunt of it, and the Tanzanian just that got the ball in the back of the net. they were first to score early in the game. South Africans came back close to the end of the first half, but Tanzanians had the zeal to go on and got the winner later in the second half. So surprising results, yes, but that's what tournament football serves us, especially when it comes to the nations tourney. You don't put your eggs in one basket or bank on someone to say this. There are very many upsets that can happen. We saw what happened at the World Cup. Upsets are part of the game, and the Tanzanians upset the South Africans yesterday, and this is just what we want from the competition. We don't want extreme dominance, and for me, this is one down for the Super Falcons. Their opponents are defeatable. The Moroccans won their first game, but South Africans are one of those sides that I think will give them problem in the tournament. And now that they've shown that they are defeatable, Tanzanians did that, and definitely it's good times for what they had on the field. And female football definitely has to show that there's that void in the team. They capitalized on that, got the 4-1 victory, and exciting to see the Ivorians play fantastic football. This is a tournament that has produced loads of goals. In the first day of the tournament, we had 6 goals. Yesterday, we were about 9 goals. That's 15 goals already in 2 days, and that's to show you the level of competition that is going on right now in the women's football on the African scene. Exciting times to see, and looking forward to the next games in the group with Ivory Coast, South Africa, Tanzania, and Burkina Faso.
All right, those are the results yesterday, just like you can see on the screen right there, between Tanzania and South Africa, Ivory Coast and Burkina Faso. All right, let's talk about the Super Falcons of Nigeria. The game tonight by 9 p.m. against Malawi in Rabat. But before that, Nigeria Football Federation (NFF) came out to make a claim against racism, and that was against Esther Okoronkwo. The Nigeria Football Federation (NFF) strongly condemns the unacceptable racist abuse directed at the Super Falcons forward Esther Okoronkwo on social media following recent incident at the team hotel in Morocco. Discrimination in any form has no place in football or society. The racist abuse and emojis directed at our player make absolutely no sense, especially as the individual responsible for the theft was apprehended, made to return the stolen cash in full, and sentenced to 6 months in prison. The safety, the dignity, and the well-being of our players remain our utmost priority. The entire team stands united, unbothered by the distractions, and fully focused on the game tomorrow, which is today, and hashtag WAFCON 2026 against Malawi. So, Nuruddin, that happened. It's not. I can't seem to. If you can show the emojis and all of that, it's really disgraceful from an hosting nation, and I think it's not a way to go.
I think CAF needs to come down on this.
Yeah, really.
This if you are hosting the competition, if you cannot be graceful enough to host your visitors properly, then you have no reason submitting bids for this tournament, and this should raise concerns on the larger scale. At the last AFCON tournament at this same Morocco, we had issues of teams having their goalkeepers being taunted, their towels, different types of gimmicks, just to allow the Moroccans get to the showpiece of the tournament. That's not how to do things, and now report of theft and insecurity was reported. Individual that was involved was apprehended and has been sentenced to prison, and a lot of low lives are glorifying or attacking the person that came out. If it were you that had your belongings, we're supposed to keep quiet and just let it slide. If they had let that slide, probably maybe something heavier would have gotten missing in the hotel rooms, and this is not the way to go. I think there need to be stricter measures. If this is in our continent, we are being racist against ourselves. How then do we fight from outsiders doing that against us? So we need to go back to our moral values, try and do things right. We need to orientate ourselves. If someone has done something wrong, let's collectively reprimand that person. Don't sit on one side of the divide because your countryman or your patriot to someone that is doing something bad. Don't support evil things, don't support bad things, don't support bad behaviors. Racism has no way in sports. Several campaigns have been done against it, but it seems hard to eliminate it properly, and I think it's because of the way it has been done. If they want to end racism, I think the authorities know the right way to do. They can pick anybody up for raising racist comment or being racist towards a professional player, just doing their thing, and social media just exposing things that are wrong in our system. They've not done anything wrong. Esther Okoronkwo has not done anything wrong. Our belongings and our colleagues had their belongings stolen, and we're supposed to be safe. And they reported it. The individual has been apprehended, and some low lives. I call them low lives again because you're going to the comment section trying to intimidate or say awful words, and I won't be surprised they take these antics down into the game. We've had several other complaints from the North African side. We spoke about a few of them yesterday. They have lasers pointing at you, stealing the goalkeepers' towels. Disgraceful things that shouldn't make it to the fore of the world. But I'm not surprised that it's the Northern Africans that get with it again. And I think till we bring proper measures to curb these disgraceful and distasteful acts, we'll still continue to have this. So sorry to Okoronkwo and our teammates for going through this. It's all in the service of the country, and we hope they spite their opponents by getting their hands on the trophy at the end of the day.
All right, those are the updates coming through. More stories still making around in the world of football around the camp of the Falcon because they have a game tonight. But let's take a dive straight into the statement from Justin Madugu. And I quote, "We don't take anything for granted. Everybody are coming here with a purpose and a mission, so you don't undermine or underestimate what anybody can do. We have huge respect for all of our opponents. Every team that qualifies for the tournament deserves commendation and a lot of respect. Yes, they're debutants, but they are a very good side." Those are the comments coming through from the head coach of the Super Falcons ahead of the clash against Malawi. Sanuddin, quickly, I want you to take me through, what you expect from this game. How do you think Justin Madugu will set up a side against a side like Malawi, the new debutants? You can't take your eyes off them. Don't write them off. Just like you said against South Africa, what Tanzania were able to do against them.
Yes, as a lesson for the Super Falcons to learn from, and the coach has given them the right approach to it. He said, there are no pushovers. Yes, we are current champions, defending champions, record holders, everything tweets in our favor, but still we can't sleep on our laurels. We need to work hard, we need to do our homework right, do the things right on the field of play, and a draw is not even acceptable. This Malawian side are coming with zeal and passion. This is the first time they get to represent their colors on the big stage and the WAFCON scene, and they definitely want to prove a statement against the defending champions and world and current holders. So expect fireworks from them, and from the Super Falcons, I expect nothing short of what they has always done. He's always gone with the 4-2-3-1 formation most times, or 4-3-3 formations, as the case may be. We see 4 at the back, 3 players in the midfield, and 3 players up front trying to get the ball in back of the net. So I don't expect nothing less from him. I still expect to see the host of Ajibade, the captain in the side. I expect to see Okoronkwo, even though she's missed a few of the games before she got back to the side. But I think she's one of the players that can do things around and do things for us on the field of play. Alozie is another player. Plumte, and in goal, you definitely need to see Nandozie doing her things between these two.
Plumte is injured. She's not part of the squad.
I'm sorry.
Christy
Uchebe, yes. Ayinde. So those are the players, the core of the team. These are the players I think they need to be part of this team, and definitely that's what we're going to see from Madugu later tonight. The strongest side have to be the ones to start. We need to hit the ground running as soon as possible. We've seen what teams have done. 2 teams have scored 4 goals in this tournament. Nothing stopping from the Super Falcons from doing so, and
hitting the back of the net.
We have the firepower up front. You mentioned Babajide Risola. You mentioned Aziza Toshola. You mentioned Gift Monday. There are loads of players up front that can do the damage to opponents. So definitely, I'm expecting nothing short of victory from them, and the icing on the cake will be a commanding display and a clean sheet at the end of the day.
All right. I want to ask you, not just goals right now, but you want to say commanding display.
Yes, these are debutants in this tournament. Yes, there are no pushovers. They are not a team you should just look and say, okay, we've won this game convincingly. You still have to do the things right. So they are new to this competition. This level of competition is different from what they've been put through. Yes, they have to qualify to get to this stage. They have to beat a lot of others as well, but it doesn't qualify to give the Super Falcons a test or a run for their money. They are the best side in Africa. I will always say 10 times. Last time was Mission X. Now we are going for the 11th title. And for every time we go to this tournament, we expect nothing less than a semi-final berth. Now they are facing debutants again. We need commanding and a very good victory display. Show us you're here to make names for yourself. You're here to cement your status as legends or as champions of the African continent. So, African continent defending champions against debutants, they are miles apart, and I expect nothing less than a commanding display. Clean sheets, 2-3 goals in the back of the net, and proper distribution and proper football on the field of play.
All right. I want to ask you quickly before we move away from that and talk Egypt, Zambia. The Super Falcons start their opening game today. 1 year ago, the ladies are still yet to receive their promised $100,000 for winning the WAFCON. And it's 1 year. Now we're about to start another journey again. Now, before I came, on the show this morning, I saw some reports on the internet, saying that, the NSC chairman, the NFF, were there. They had to leave the Commonwealth game to come down to Morocco and, hand over the properties they said they were going to give them. That story is not still confirmed, but all of this amidst what the Super Falcons are going to be doing tonight. 1 year ago, nothing yet about the promises made by the government. Should we still be going in this direction?
We should not be going in this direction, but it is where we found ourselves, and I think our government needs to do better. We owe them for what they are doing at the Commonwealth Games, the way they've treated the athletes that are there, disburse their promised prize money as soon as they come down from the medal tables and the flag ceremony. So it's just sad. These players are being treated the way they have been treated. They are superstars. They don't wait on these grants or these gifts that were promised for them to live their life. And the only best thing to do is honor your promises. You've promised them $100,000, promised them properties in luxurious locations in several parts of the capital. Go true to your words. That's the government. And I hope this time around they've not been given false promises again, because actually those girls don't actually act on those things. They just do it for themselves. They do it for the love they have for their country. Because if it's based off the way they are being treated or they've been treated in the past, I don't think anybody wants to represent the colors of the Super Eagles or the colors of the country again. So everybody's doing for their own patriotism, the love of their country. That's why you see some foreign players who have Nigerian roots try and switch allegiance to our side and say, okay, we want to represent these colors for the pride and the honor that comes with it. So we have to charge the government to do better, do things differently. Don't let us come to the media every time and ask for these rewards or these promises you made to these athletes or these players who have sacrificed their strength and body, put it on the line for the country to make us proud. If they've done that very well, definitely you have to hold on to your own end of the bargain. Reward them the way you've promised, and let these things die out of the news. Just charge them to do better. With the NSC and the NFF chairman trying to get to go and meet them, it's not just to go and miss them. Last time out, when the money was asked about, there were question marks about saying there was delay from the CBN, they wanted to convert it to Naira, this and that. Nobody actually asked you to promise them dollars before. Your local currency is enough. Give them an equivalent of that, announce it in that money, and let everything down. I'm not even a fan of saying to the world, you've given them so, or you've disbursed that. You're putting the eye on this players.
You're putting the eye on yourself also. Because at the end of the day, we'll question you. So right now, I want to imagine if they go ahead to win the 11th WAFCON, what promises are you making again? Because you're still yet to fulfill the last one we did 1 year.
I think we need to get someone from the NFF to come and answer these questions, because this is going on and on. We have players who have retired, not yet to get what
that played in that last WAFCON.
And the new set of players that are coming to this side are being owed something. So definitely we need to do better administratively. A lot of this needs to change. Do things the right way. We don't hear all this news from, yes, there are other issues around in other parts of the world as well in the administrations, but we don't hear players complaining of them not getting their win bonuses, their match allowances, or not putting them in the right places or giving them the right treatment for representing their countries. We hope to do better and hear proper news from our administrators moving on.
All right, we hope to hear better news from the administrators right here. We need to move swiftly, but let me inform you that Zambia against Egypt also will be playing tonight right there at WAFCON. Let me inform you quickly, taking stories from the Commonwealth, that Team Nigeria delivered one of its most successful days yet at the 2026 Commonwealth Games headlined by weightlifting masterclass that produced the 3 gold medals and multiple Commonwealth Games records. That's history. And let me inform you that Rafiatu Folashade Lawal dominated at the women's 58 kg weightlifting event, lifting 229 kg in total to defend a Commonwealth title. And I mean for me that she shattered the games record and Commonwealth record across all 3 disciplines to secure Nigeria's 6th gold medal at the games. That's a big one right there. And she's not new to the scene. She's been doing it over the years. Yes, sir, we're talking Rafiatu Folashade Lawal, always representing, and she's from Oyo State. Definitely a big ups, a big celebration right here. We're expecting her back home to give kudos to her.
Definitely, when she gets back, I'd like to have a chat with her. How she does it, the inspiration behind her going back and doing it again, and it's just exciting to see her defend her title. A winning medal is back with her, and most importantly, the dollar promise from the NSC has definitely landed in her hands. That's what we want to see. We want more of these athletes to try and get the maximum amount of prizes that have been promised to them by the NSC and the administrators in the country leading up to the tourney. Good luck to other athletes aiming to get their gold medals and silver medals as well, but it's exciting to see Nigeria still rank high on the tables. 6 gold medals, 4 silver medals, and no bronze at the moment, but still that's something.
It's good.
Very good. We have other teams like our brothers from South Africa have more medals, but they don't count. You don't have gold.
No.
So, gold rules.
Good rules, actually. Let's take more stories from the Commonwealth. The first 3x3 wheelchair basketball victory for Team Nigeria. Nigeria defeated India 7-6, coming from behind to win their first match at the 2026 Commonwealth Games. India led with 2 points with less than 2 minutes left, but Nigeria fought to secure the first win in Glasgow. The Art of Nigeria wheelchair basketball team, every play from the Nigeria 3x3 wheelchair goes through Nafisat Adefala, and she single-handedly dragged Nigeria to win over India. Let me inform you that she made 6 of Nigeria's 7 points, and a teammate Titilayo Olaleye making another 1 point. So there you have it on the screen. She's the one making it count for Team Nigeria.
Yes, good one. You need a little bit of individual brilliance when it comes to tournaments like this or tourneys like this, and definitely she's a standard player for us, cutting the goods for us at the right time, put the team on her back, literally drag them to victory, and kudos to her and her team for their efforts, and wishing them good luck in subsequent matches in the tournament.
All right, also let me inform you that Onome D-Day produced a dominant display to win gold among the 3 gold that we won yesterday in women's 53 kg weightlifting. I want to ask you, how many kg can you actually carry?
You don't want to go there.
Oh, okay, beautiful. So we had that at the Commonwealth Games after breaking the Commonwealth Games record. Now, it's not just.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Maybe if I was promised some dollars as well,
maybe
that's as motivation for me. But right now, you don't want to go there.
I think this is the area where we put the statements where women come out to say what a man can do, a woman can do better.
Definitely, that has worked. Yeah. And most of our gold medals from this Commonwealth Games have come from our ladies, both from the para athletes down to the athletes as well. Yeah. It's exciting to see, it's been there, and we've not actually celebrated them enough, in my own opinion. And
girlfriend is around the week. If you're gonna be adding that to them again, it's gonna be so much pressure. Let's just move away from that. We can do that on the show. Is it that Mother's Day? Is it that Girlfriend's Day? Is that one day?
I will use the popular social media tag now. See where you hang ball.
Beautiful. All right, those are the updates coming through when it comes to the Commonwealth. Sanurudin, let's just move quickly. I think we have 3 minutes to wrap up the show. The word of transfer. Let's touch that. I don't know if you have an update. You want to give me an update quickly?
Yes, Chelsea. We spoke about them there in the news, going for Henderson and Welbeck, and it's exciting to see them go for those players right now. The saga about Diomande is still ongoing, and other teams are still moving in the background. Arsenal, they have their eyes set on Vinicius Junior. A lot of things going on.
Well, I want to ask you, why Henderson and Welbeck though? Why Welbeck? So now the only player that had more goals than Danny Welbeck in Chelsea rank is Joao Pedro.
Yeah.
Just 2 shy of that. And Danny Welbeck has scored 6 goals against Chelsea. prolific striker, no doubt about that. But
it's had a fantastic career.
yeah,
Manchester United,
I can't
Arsenal, now with
But I
Brighton.
can't seem to wrap my head around Danny Welbeck and Jordan Henderson playing for Chelsea. I don't know. I don't know.
Earlier in the transfer window, towards the end of the World Cup, we heard news of Chelsea going for Granit Xhaka, but Sunderland have vehemently said they are not selling. The player is not up for sale. They will definitely renew his contract, give him a better offer, and all. They're not allowing him go for a free hand. They've set their eyes on Henderson right now. Yes, they let Andre Santos go to Manchester United. Maybe they're looking for an experienced player in that mode because they have Caicedo, they have Enzo Fernandez, who I think they are fantastic players in their mode. They've added Morgan Rogers last week to their side and Cole Palmer in the middle of the pack for them. Definitely, that looks like a stacked side, but you need a little bit of experience as well to balance it up. And Henderson definitely brings that. He's done it with Liverpool. It was the captain for the 2020 league winning side, the COVID year. He did it. He went to Saudi Arabia. He went back to Ajax. Now he's back with Brentford in the Premier League and had a great season last time out. So maybe those are the things that suppose Chelsea to bring that, because there are talks about them needing to add experience and age to the side. Most of their players are young boys. We know when the Blue Coat came around, they went with the operation, sign players less than 20 to
20, yeah,
20
an
to,
extended deal.
to 4 years, give them 7, 8
7,
years
8
on their
years
contract.
contract,
So that's the model they've gone to. But now they want to go with short-term players, bring 1 or 2 players that can help the growth of those players. And for upfront with Welbeck, I think they're looking at what happened between João Pedro and Welbeck when they were together at Brighton. I think this is an operation, bring Brighton to Chelsea. What worked for Brighton definitely might work for Chelsea or might turn around for them. So Welbeck is on the lips of Chelsea fans and Chelsea at the moment. If they get him, I hope to see how he's going to be utilized by Xabi Alonso into that side. Because Pedro is a different type of striker from the way Welbeck plays. And with Welbeck, he has experience with João Pedro. He has that youthfulness and that grace that wants to show something. Last season out there, I think he had 20 non-penalty goals in the Premier League. So that was a very great one for João Pedro. And for Welbeck as well, great season last time, like you mentioned. Their link complete is going to be very interesting to see. And we're yet to see the mode of football Xabi Alonso wants to play. Currently, like you mentioned, they have a friendly going on, and post that match, we're able to analyze the tactics he has been able to infuse in the inside and how we feel these players would collectively improve the quality of his side going into next season.
All right, that's the update coming through in the world of transfer. Wrapping up the show, let me inform you that Sydney Cabal won the goal of the tournament. That's the game between Argentina and Cabo Verde. That goal was scored in 103 minutes. Fantastic one to see him pick up that one. Now, quickly, my producers asked that we drop our update for you. Day 5 event schedule to look forward to in Glasgow. We have boxing, we have netball, we have swimming and para swimming, we have weightlifting event in day 5. Also, we have 3x3 basketball and 3x3 wheelchair basketball. Also, let me inform you that we have the aesthetic gymnastics, we have athletics and para athletics, track and field, and we have bowls and para bowls competition to look forward to. And that's the wrap on the show this wonderful morning. I want to say a big thank you to my producer, a big thank you to the crew, everybody that made sure Dominion Sports remains on the global stage. So, Nuruddin, thank you so much for joining us right here, giving you an update. Tomorrow we'll be back here to serve you more of this GOC premium updates in the world of sport. Till we see you again tomorrow, stay blessed, stay safe, and keep watching Dominion Television, your channel of choice.